I'm hate labbing Victor. It's that simple. I just can't stand the guy, so I'm gonna lab him just so I can beat him up. That simple. Step one of that is let's turn off console implements. One of the few things on the screen. So I'm gonna go over his stances first, like the same way I did Zafina. And then I'm gonna try to go through these quickly because his stances aren't gonna be as like bloated as Zafina's, right? Uh, they call him like a stance-based character, and I have seen like people go into his stance to fight, but I don't know. Maybe there's like a reliance on his stances. I have no fucking clue. And I'm starting to like get disillusioned with the concept of stance quotations, stance-based characters because every character in the game has stances, and I guess there's people who stances themselves seem to be very fluid. They don't seem as rigid. They don't lock you into the stance. The auto time to get out of it is very fast. So if you didn't look at the stance, like didn't look at the move list, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's a stance. For example, like Harong, Steve, Law. These are three characters that you can go, is that a stance? But you wouldn't really know. The Law one's easy because when he shakes his shoulders, like that's a stance, obviously. But like, even then, if you're not paying close enough attention, you can say like the Steve's. I'm not even sure if some of that like is a fucking stance or not. All right, there's a stance in there somewhere. I don't know. All right, Harong, flamingo step, him lifting his leg. It feels obviously like a stance when you take a moment and look at it. But for the moment it's coming out, it's like, oh, he has a delay string. Like he's delaying an attack. I can attack now. No, it's or like it actually does feel like, oh, he's delaying an attack, so you don't move. And then he goes into a wholly different string. He's still plus, and then he just goes into a different string. And they're that way by design, and it's okay. It's whatever. But there's characters like Victor. This is clearly a stance. Your back is turned. You're in a unique animation. This is clearly a stance. Sure, you can move forward and backwards, but like for the most part, only time you ever see someone do this is when they're about to immediately do an option. No one just like from distance just does this. All right, no one. A person just like that is Zafina. No, because Zafina is like heavily stance based. Yes, like don't get me wrong, she is, but I feel like she's in the extreme end. She's like with Lydia, Eddie, and like I'm saying Eddie's in that whole like enter stance purely because there's so many situations where he's doing a capoeira thing and he's technically airborne, and if you hit him, he gets floated and he dies. Right? Like there's so much of that where it's just like he's always in a stance. Same with Lydia. If you spend 60% of your time or 60% of your combat, when you're like optimal, like I get to press buttons and it's just going from like stance to stance, I don't tend to like your character. All right, you can be like, oh yeah, but like you like Reina, and Reina goes from stance to stance constantly. The difference is with Reina's, her stance doesn't feel as if I'm supposed to loop back into itself or another stance for optimal play. Like it isn't like, oh, ideally I should do Sentai into what's the word for it? Wrath of War God, something like that. Like War God's Wrath or something like that. Into like the sidestep one that she has. You know what I mean? Like she has like 3 stances, 4 stances maybe. And they don't feel forced. Like I fight Lydia's, right? When she does her stance, it's like you're forced to stand there. You either jab, you sidestep, but it all generally looks the same. You already know how I feel about that. So I don't know. It's hard to describe, and this is why I'm disillusioned. Because when I say it out loud, it doesn't make any sense. Because everyone has stances. It's just that some characters like Yoshimitsu, Reina, who's another character that I like? that has stances. Like for example, Hayachi, I like his kit in the sense of like I like how balanced he is, but I don't really like playing or I don't like using his moves because essentially feels like since there isn't much of a neutral there, your entire thing is going a stance for your options. You got to make them guess, right? And that sort of blockiness can be kind of felt in Clive too, where your whole goal isn't to have an interaction in the neutral, right? Your goal isn't to like poke so much and then when you get advantage or they do something negative, transition into a stance. Your goal is pretty much to go onto stance, and then that's the way you apply your pressure. You're just making guess, and you have plus frames that can allow you to loop back into your stance. And if they don't know the right outs, they're just cooked. So like I definitely do feel like that's obviously Lydia. If you don't know the correct ways of stopping Lydia from doing things, it's just constant buttons. Alright? And at least with like Reina, she goes into her stance, but her stance doesn't feel like it doesn't feel self-referential. It doesn't feel like she's doing stance into stance. It feels like she's doing button into plus frames, into stance, into button, which has answers along those roads that are very easy to spot if you just look through the character move list. It isn't like, yeah, I have to perfectly sidestep here, or I have to jab at this correct timing and take a gamble for my life. Even though there's something like that for almost everyone. There's something like that for everyone. So I don't know. Maybe I just want a character that I can be in the neutral here, and I have to commit myself to a stance until I'm ready or I have a frame trap. Because I will be honest, I wouldn't be using Yoshimitsu's Dragonfly if there wasn't a frame trap for it. I wouldn't. No one would. Right? The only time anyone would ever do it is if they knock you down and then they'll go into Dragonfly on the wake up. That's it. Same thing with Flea. There's no plus frame way of going into Flea. There's no plus frame way, well, at least to my knowledge, of going into meditation. So like, it would just essentially make it so much worse if you couldn't frame trap your way into it. So if they end up nerfing that or getting rid of it, it's just gonna make the character so much like worse feeling to play. Well, with enough talking going on, let's just get into it. The first stance is Perfumer, right? So obviously you see it like dashes forward, right? Like one character segment away. This is very fast. And it automatically enters you in stance, so you can immediately do something right after. Right? You have a transition into crouch state if you hold down forward. And you can see I ducked down there. I don't have photo mode in here. Alright. I was in ranks, but I'm gonna go to offline. Cool.
Chevalier, allons-y. Deux chevaliers, allons-y.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, just give me a second so I can set up. Just need to get to the Performer stance, because we're going stance by stance. That's EI and Performer. Alright. So, you can see here, I'm clearly ducked down. So obviously, jabs should miss me here. Like all jabs should miss me there. And you can see it says I'm in the crouch stand when I do that. So that means I get access to crouch moves, full crouch moves, I get access to our rising moves, all within a couple frames of each other. Like, it's a very good way of getting access to that portion of the move list. So essentially, when a Victor does this, he's not just doing performer moves. He doesn't just gain access to that branch of the tree. He gets access to all performer moves, all fewer moves, alright? He gets access to all crouching moves, he gets access to all while rising moves, and he gets access to all crouch walk moves. So 4 different branches of the tree he gets access to. So that's why when he does this, even though it may be tempting to like press, if he's doing this off of advantage, you truly are gonna get mixed. You truly are getting mixed. And another thing about it having the ability to crouch is that since it's crouched, all highs miss. So you can really be about here and duck underneath whatever jabs they might want to do. They like jab trying to do something, and you can immediately do like a round rising punish. Right? I'm trying to figure out. There was a wild rising move. I guess I was wrong. Anyway, moving on. Perfumer 1 is a low move. We already have a low move. So you can immediately threaten from the stance a 19 frame low. Has a counter hit property that gives you plus 14. That, like, you're plus 14, right? And it returns you to standing immediately. So this isn't a situation, because normally when you do a low, it will return you to crouch stance, right? And with crouch state, you have to remember the correct combo line in order to get your combo, obviously. So in a situation where, let's say you're playing Yoshimitsu and you get a counter hit up 4-2, which is when he jumps in the air and cuts your ankle. If that counter hits, it's a knockdown. You have to know the correct button to press after to get the combo, or it drops. And I think it's Raw Rising 4 into, obviously, whatever. Like, you have to do a step into something. Alright, that's at the very least. So, for that situation, you're going to want to remember the combo line. But for this, because it's a counter hit, out of a very easy access, like, movement. Hold on. Alright. Very easy to access, and it's evasive. You're gonna get the counter hit, and then it returns you to standing. And of course, this doesn't give you, this isn't a counter hit knockdown, of course. But what it does mean is that if you're returned to standing, you can immediately access all your regular moves. There's no, oh, which Raw Rising move is the best. I don't have to, like, think about that. You can frame trap from a frame trap. Like, you could frame trap with a frame trap into something else. Like, you're plus 14. Maybe you have, like, a kick or some sort of punch that you can use to give you plus frames. Maybe there's a 10 frame jab string you can use to go into stance. Right? And they're not going to want to press either. So you can just do what you need. And they're going to respect it. And if they don't, then just get hit with a 10 hit jab string perfectly in the stance. What we need to do is see which way to sidestep. So there's no tracking at all. You gotta sidewalk it though. So let me just write down the move really quickly. So it's Perfumer, right? So P1, it's a low, it's 19 frames, it's +4 on hits, and then on counter hits, it's +14. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. So it does actually enter you into crouch state. Yeah, it enters you into crouch. I thought it would turn you to standing, but it doesn't. It's just that the thing doesn't display it. The window that you are crouched is so small that it immediately just flips back to standing. Alright, so it's a low, it's in crouch. The question is, what is it like on block? -12, so it's not even that bad. And you can sidewalk it left or right. Okay. We got P221, and it has an EI stance transition. Let's make him stand. Alright. So if you do Fumer, I honestly hate saying this, bro. If you do Perfume, alright? Perfume 221. If you do Perfume 2-2, then it shifts to EI stance automatically. Right? -4 on block. So if you've been doing this all game, then they're going to think, okay, this is just the end of the string. Or this is the only part he's never going to go into transition. Or even if you do go into transition, you can always just convince them to not press any buttons by constantly doing this. Because they're gonna go, what happens if I do press into this, or I do start pressing? Right? They eat that, which, what, 30 something damage? About 22 it says. And then, let's see, what is it like on counter hit? It's a wall spot too, nice. It's a counter hit launcher as well. So, the last button, right? The last hit of this string is a counter hit knockdown. So that means if they press into it thinking you're gonna stand transition, they die because you get your free combo. As soon as I figure out how to do that combo, it's gonna be clean. But you get the stance transition, right? I mean, no. If they interrupt you or try to interrupt you, so you don't stance transition, and you hit them with the last move, they die. If they don't, you can cancel it early into your stance, right? And then when you just land the hits, right? You're plus, what was that? +5 into your stance. So P2, 2, 2, 1. I think I noticed that it said it's a high at the end. So yeah, so the last hit of this string is a high. Alright. So obviously it's a high. Meaning if they experience, right, the matchup experience, they can always just duck this last hit after they see the first two. And you could just transition into stance. But the way to solve either that I can't speak right now. The way that they could solve that sort of like quote unquote mix up would be not that. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Right. So if you think you're gonna mix them up, they can always still just duck. If you're -4. And then you can just jab them because they move. And if you have the reactions, honestly. Alright. The main point I'm making is that against someone who knows what they're doing, they're going to be more than comfortable having the ability to like know, hey, I can just duck the high that's about to come. And even if he doesn't do the high and he transitions, they can just dig jab. Alright. Alright, immediately just stop you doing whatever you're doing from your stance. Because you're -4 and you're not gonna beat them. Alright. What's the information on this movie? 12 frame starter. High 12. -4 on block. Actually, I should write down all of them. So first hit is -8. Second hit is -4. How do I spell EI stance? Okay, there we go. That transitions into EI. And then the last hit is what on block? +1? No, -1. Which is counter hits launcher. Or maybe it's not a launcher, maybe it's some, because I couldn't heat burst it when I tried. We'll say counter hit knockdown for now. Another thing you can do actually is make them just stand. If the last hit lands as a counter hit, right? Oh, it is a launcher. Okay, good. If the last hit lands as a counter hit, you can always just this move. This is the move. I don't know why I can't do it. It's down 1+2. We'll cover it later. But it's a steel pedal. So if I do this. See? Flips him over. So if you were confused on like, oh, what can I do with this? And let's say you don't have heat and you don't know the combo, you can always just do this move on the ground and they'll flip them over. Alright. I'm trying to think of anything else. You can still sidestep or sidewalk left or right for this one. Oh yeah, I gotta have to know about the dick jab. That's important. So I guess the note I would leave to myself is even though they can choose to complete. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Yeah. I forgot to input whether or not like the button inputs. So the reason I put the button inputs is so I can always remind myself of, hey, there's a high in this stance. And if I can't duck the high or it jails you, I'll put that it jails. So I know it's mid, mid, high. And then leave the note that even though they can transition, they can EI transition or complete the string the last hit is a high. So you can duck and dick jab to beat both. Yep. Next move. No. No, you son of a bitch. You son of... No, don't tell me it's a mix-up. Don't... Fuck it to mix up. You can tell it's a mix-up because of the fact that it has still the same transition, still the same buttons, and it's just a different move. So it's gonna be mid, 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 guaranteed. Oh, that's fucking... After I wrote my note and everything. Alright. So this is what it looks like. A bunch of fucking hits. It's just a bunch of mids. And the best defense would be work. Alright. Cut off these.
Je te tiens. Je te tiens. Je te tiens. Je te tiens.
Okay. So, sidestepping is going to be your best defense. Okay? It's just going to be. Yeah, so it's what I'm trying to think. It's mid, 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 mid. So we'll just put 3 mids because the third move just does a bunch by itself. And of course, since it starts the same way as the last move, it's in. Is this really I-12? Oh, that's devious. That's devious. I-12 move has the same frame data as before, -8, -4, and -13 for the last move. You can sidewalk left or right. And I have no actual, like, I don't have anything else to put about this move. I'm trying to think, because there has to be something else. I feel like there's something else. Right. I'll think about what I use the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I couldn't think of it. We have Perfume 3, which is a heat engager. 15 frames. It's a knockdown on hit, which I'm guessing gives you a combo. But since it's a heat engager, you'll never fucking know. Actually, I don't know any combo moves, maybe like this. So let's try. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. Hold on. There gotta be something I can use. That's EI stance. Okay. I don't know. So, since it's already a heat engager, if you land the move, then you're going to, quote unquote, what's the word for it? You're gonna get a heat engager. You're gonna get your heat activated, right? And if you already have heat active, it's a knockdown. And I'm guessing, let me see, where's the wall? That's what I was missing. I need to see if it was a wall move. Restart position, wall. Like a wall splat for the other move. So, obviously doesn't wall splat. This wall splats, right? That's Perfume 221 and Perfume 221 plus 2 is a knockdown. So I need to. Oh yeah, I'm just. It's all coming back to me now. What I'm missing. I'm forgetting the plus frames for hitting the moves. So like, if I were to hit the EI transition, right? So let me write this down. So if I hit Perfume 2-2, I'm gonna be +5 with the transition into EI state, right? Also, if I do the full string, it's a knockdown at +5, right? Let's do that one more time. No, +7. Am I standing? Yeah. Alright, P22 +5, EI. Yeah, that should be about it. It's not a wall splat. I need to put wall splat for top one. There we go. Okay. Just give me a second to write down Performer 3, which is a mid, 15 frames. What is it on block? It's -8, completely safe. It's a heat engager. And gotta leave a comma. It's a knockdown normal. put dots, let me know that's heating gauge.
Je te tiens.
Yeah, no tracking at all. Alright, sidewalk, left or right. Alright, we can move on from the move. I can't think of anything else. We have Performer 4. Actually, I can't think of something else. Yeah. Gotta write down a wall splats. That's why I like the wall. Performer 4. A homing high, 18 frames. Okay. And this is gonna be the thing meant to stop side steps, but since it's a high, you can just sidewalk duck. But maybe you won't have enough like time. I'm trying to think. Let's go on out into the open, away from the wall. So now, if they're doing this move, you could probably just do a side step, duck, and punish. Hold on, let me turn it off so I can show you. What I mean by side step punish instead of sidewalk is it seems apparent, but I just want to be clear. You're gonna want to like. You want to like sidestep, back of it out as fast as you can. Right? So I'm inputting up, back to cancel my side step immediately into a crouch, right? Like I want to start the side step, but the thing is, I don't think you can do it fast enough. That's why I said side step, because maybe you can side step back down and not get hit, but I don't think you can pull off a full side walk, obviously, because it's homing. But even something like this much, I think you'll get caught by it because it is very fast. So you just gonna want to, at the very best, just duck and punish if you think he's gonna do it. If you want to try to like do something, maybe try to go for like the sidewalk back down. That's if you want to have to try at the very best to try to avoid something. Because you gotta remember, everything in Perfumer, there's a bunch of mids. Like nothing has been a high so far. Perfumer 1 is a low. Perfumer 2 is a mid string that has a high finish and a mid finish. Alright. Perfumer 3 is a mid and a heating gauger. So if you get hit by it, you die. So like, to be truthful, this is meant to be like the counterplay to your counterplay. which you're supposed to use the weakness of it being a high, exploit that into, you know, more advantage. But the problem is your counterplay for his stance is the sidestep. You can sidestep the options, right? And since this is meant to stop you, you have to play the guessing game of, is he going to do it now? Is he going to make, like, is he going to do Perfumer 4? Which, let's see what it's like on counter hit. Plus 14 instead of... I don't think that's guaranteed. I just need to see something. Opponents, frame information, show details. Yeah, it forces crouch on counter hit. So that means if they catch you sidestepping with Perfumer 4, it counter hits. You're forced into crouch state, so you have to do a Route Rising move. The fastest one you have is going to be Route Rising 4, 11 frames. They're plus 14. They could do a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is, it's not a true plus 14 in the sense of like they can just do whatever they want, like any 14 frame move. No. Obviously there's blocks done. Obviously there's recovery. Alright. I don't think they're truly 14 frames. What's my fastest mid? 13 frames? Wait, actually, did that work? I'm wrong. That hits. That hits indeed. Let me... That works. So yeah, it is purely plus 14. I was just choosing the wrong moves. So if they hit you with Perfumer 4, they can be down 1. Right? In fact, we're gonna go look at that string right now. We're gonna learn on the fly. So down forward 1, which would be... Down forward 1-1, okay. Got any cool down forward ones? Like, damn. This is it? We're plus 7, but like... Hold on. I guess the plus 7 is what we're really looking for. But I was kind of hoping for like a decent, you know, down forward 1 string where you get some crazy shit, maybe a stance transition, something. Like, and I know Yoshimitsu doesn't have a crazy good down forward 1 string, so I'm used to not having one. It's not like I'm, you know, shit out of luck. But I was kind of expecting, like, I don't know, maybe a transition to EI from down forward 1. Maybe like, maybe a Perfumer transition. That'd be crazy. You know what I mean? But I guess not. Oh, let me not break my own wrist. Let me not do that. So we're almost done with Perfumer stance already. So what we're on, Perfumer 4, that's, I want to say, yeah, 18 frame, okay. it's a high I-18 homing move. That's plus 13 on. Wait, is it plus 13 on me? Yeah. You're just out of range when it's a normal hit. Right. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah. Okay. So let me make sure the distance is correct. No, because those are highs. That's why I chose the mids. Yeah, I guess this is the extent of it. So let me just write down these notes pretty quickly. So it's plus 13 on normal hits. On block, let's see what it's like. It's -2 on block. Alright, good. We have, it's a high, -2 on block, plus 13 on normal hits. On counter hits, it's plus 14, and you get a guaranteed down forward one. Which gives you +7. I'm gonna have to add that it's a homing move, so no stepping. Okay, next move. Perfumer 1+2. That's +6. Okay, listen. Oh yeah, I didn't even write the good part about the last move. It's just a scatter brain. On counter. Actually, let's make sure it's counter hit. Yeah, it's only on counter hit. So, only on counter hits. Forces crouch and gives +7. Alright, finger +2. The mid 25 frames, so most likely it can be jabbed out. Hell, it could probably even be reacted to at 25. It looks very vertical, so you can sidestep it. It's +6 on block. That's gonna take forever. Let's just go to the wall. I'm gonna start shortening the wall spot. Alright. This also wall splats, which is good. So it's a 25 frame mid, +6 on block. Does this allow me to combo? No, it's just a big knockdown. Wall splats. Let's actually get away from the wall. On counter hit doesn't do anything else. Okay. That's right. Okay, we can do this. We can sidestep this. If we don't, we're gonna look stupid, but... Fuck, I look stupid. Alright. Alright. You can sidestep left or right. Nothing too special about it. And of course there's the perfumer down forward, which I'll still write down. Alright, so that's EI stance. And seems very simple so far. Very, very light. But what I know for a fact is... Wait, I put EI stance on a bunch of shit in here. Oh wait, no, I just put EI stance on the last thing. Okay. My brain alerted me that I was talking about the wrong thing. Is that right? Yeah, anywhere else? I guess I'll figure it out of it. Okay. So I'm guessing EI is the main combat stance of Victor. It's the one where you're going to use it the most offensively, seeing as you use a literal sword. Alright. So 3 plus 4, aka EI stance. So we got the first move. Whoa. No. The first move being EI 1-1. I'm just gonna chalk that up to definitely being a wall spot. 13 frame starter. Something I kind of have a theory that I want to test out. Not even a theory. I have a guess. I need to see if this is true or not. Okay, yeah, it is true. So it's a mid to a mid, I 13. Alright. On block, I think this is like minus 14. Last I remember. Either minus 14 or minus 13. Yeah, minus 14. And then on hit, it's a knockdown, so it doesn't matter. Definitely a wall splat. I'm not even gonna have to test that. Extender. I lied. I definitely do have to test if it's a wall splat, because the second I'm in a match and I have them at the wall and I hit the move and it doesn't wall splat, it's gonna catch me off guard and I'll be pissed. Yep. Actually, give me a second. I just need to. Yeah, here we go. Remember this position exactly. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now we can go to. Yeah, now we can go to the wall anytime we want. This is so beautiful. Why haven't I thought of doing this before? Alright, so we have 1-1 wall splatting double mid, right? You can cancel it. And it... Oh, you can cancel the stance, like the second hit of it, to go into EI again. So it's +1 on the first hit. But it's a true... So why would you even... I guess on block? So it's -13 for the second hit. But first hit is -12. I mean, I guess it looks cool. Let's see. Leave a note. If you do EI 1-1 down, it goes into EI and cancels second hit. It leaves you -11 though. On hit, you're only +1. +2. Alright, I can't think of anything else important. I guess you need to check and see if you can sidestep it, but something tells me you're going to be able to. Yep. You can sidewalk left or right. Alright, next move. Alright, so 1-2-2 sparks to restores remaining heat on hits. Okay. Looks like that. Whoa. You're not blocking. You're not. Man, my headphones are loud. Let me turn that down. So, I've actually had a match with a Victor, right? And that's kind of what inspired me to do this, so I could finally learn how to be Victors. The Victor I played with, right? He kept doing this. The first part is -12. EI1 is -12 on block. So the first move itself allows you to punish them for doing it. And you're thinking, oh, that means the second move must be safe because it wants you at least to go there. And then the third one is where you do the mix-up of whether or not you do the move or not. You know what I mean? It's the one where you set the conditioning of your opponent mentally to try to press here. Yeah, I'd say the same thing because I'm talking to myself really. If it wasn't -19, so -12 into -19, the last hit has to be safe, right? It's -18. No matter what, if you do this move and they are prepared, you will be punished. And I know it seems like, well, if they're prepared, I was going to get punished either way. No, not necessarily. Because there's moments where you can go, right? And mentally, they're waiting for the last move because as you can see when I do it, I teleport in. And they just waste their launch frames, right? The mental frames, right, of them trying, like, of them reacting to it, burns the time for the punishment that would normally happen at -19, right? That goes even more so for one, because they're expecting the second hit to come out. So if you just do this and return to neutral, right? Like you're basically safe. I'm trying to cancel the right, and you can block again. I'm not saying it's gonna perfectly work like this, and if you do it too much, then they're gonna start trying to punish you. In which case you can just right. But the point is, on someone who's labbed this character just a little bit, and they just go, "Oh, okay, um, I'm just not gonna press," and like that's something like just the tiniest amount of labbing, or like they watch the replay, and they don't really understand what's going on fully. They just kind of like look at a little bit of your moves and go, "Yeah, there's stuff here." They're just gonna let you do whatever you want. They're just gonna let you do whatever you want, and then eventually, you're gonna do one move, the one move that they labbed, that move, and then they're just gonna immediately combo you. I mean it. Like, I just labbed with Yoshimitsu, at least a little bit of his punishment list, and when I went through the replay, I realized, because it told me, hey, this is minus 19, and here's a spoiler. The last hit forces you into crouch even on block. Problem, at least for Victor, is when you do this move on a Yoshimitsu, at least in this current patch, they're taking 90% of your health away. If they have rage, they're taking 100. I mean that. If they have rage, if they have heat, they're taking 100 of your health. And if you don't believe me, I'll make this quick.
Get ready for the next battle.
Like, it's actually bad to use this move. Don't just randomly use this move, because the higher you get, the more people are going to understand what's up with what's the word I'm looking for? Victor. So record. That was EI112 or EI22? I can't remember. Yeah, it was EI112. No, 122. That's what it was. Right. I actually messed that up somehow. That's crazy. So like you just die, right? And if we're being completely honest, eating 80 or so damage it's a high number. It's a high number to eat 80 damage from a combo. That's a good combo number. If you exclude Rage Art, you're taking around 86 damage, which is about 90. Right? You're taking high damage. Every single person in the game is going to have a combo that essentially results in that like reality that you just saw. Anyone who's comfortable with their main is going to do that to you if you try to pull that off. And I mean anyone, because remember, you're minus 18 for the last hit. And what that means is if they know their forced crouch and they know that like they lab that move, you're basically essentially giving them their Raw Rising for free. And what I've noticed is that like Raw Rising punishes, or at least for Yoshi's Raw Rising punish is like his best combo. You're giving them a very strong move. Because you gotta remember, Raw Risings are meant to use to punish people for doing lows, like hell sweeps. That's what they're meant for. You block a low, and while you're rising, you do a combo immediately from like crouch, like from standing while standing. and you get like a massive number to punish them for doing that low. It's meant to be a balancing mechanic, and then to like psychologically say, "Hey, don't do that." Um, the other person that I was going to play once I got good enough. In fact, I was thinking about playing them yesterday, but I just chose not to. Is Raven.
Get ready for the next
I wanted to play Raven the other day, but I was also tired and I just wanted to, get some rest. But with Raven, he has a 14 frame launcher. Does it not have? Oh, I turned the thing off. Okay. If I can remember the combo, I won't though. The point is, everyone who is comfortable with their name, who has experience, right, will be able to do a massive amount of damage to you, and very comfortably, because all they have to do is just spam the button. That's all they have to do. On top of that, you can just be jabbed at it. So, if they're prepared for this matchup, at the very least, this move is getting killed. And you're airborne. Fuck it. Get that. Let's just one more time. Alright, let's go back.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, yeah, I don't recommend doing that move often. In fact, this move here, this is used against people who don't know the matchup. If they don't know the matchup, they're eating that shit, and they're not going to punish you either. And since they're, like, stuck in crouch state, they're not going to use the right button to challenge you anyway. Like, if they try to do, let's say they're in crouch, and they want to do, like, a down forward 4 or down forward 1, they're just going to throw a short-range dick jab, and your move is going to connect to them while they whiff. So, yeah, I do suggest being careful unless you know if they don't know the matchup. If they don't know the matchup, bro, just do what you want. They're not gonna do anything. Where was I with this? 13, 22, 13, 22, 23. Okay. So it's mid, I 13. It's -12, then -19, then -18. Gotta add the notes. Can jab float the third hit. I should say jab float after the third hit. I mean after the second hit. Dude, what else is there? I feel like I'm missing something. It's a 13 frame move, but you can't punish with this because it's not standing. Oh yeah. Gotta have the extra note. Forces crouch. Now, here's an important question. A very important one. Alright, my bad. So you can just sidestep. You gotta do it appropriately. So like, I feel like this move is somehow so bad that everything about it gets you killed. Oh yeah, my friend just texted me something. I gotta make fun of him. Just give me a second. Talk about some rate the trip. No, that's just terrible. I give up on looking at it. That shit hurts my eyes. So I gotta add another notes. Forces crouch on block. I guess forces crouch implies in general. I specify when something on hits, and then you can side step left or right last hit. So what I was saying before was I feel like this move is just designed to get you killed, and I feel like they made it this unsafe because of like how rampant Victor was when he like launched. Because I don't think this move needs to be this negative, bruh. Like obviously the last hit being negative 18, negative 19 is perfectly fine with me. Make it launch punishable, but like even this, right? Why is the second hit negative 19? You go from negative 12 to negative 19. Couldn't you have made it like, I don't know, negative 14, maybe negative like 15 at the most, so that way if they're not on top of it to punish it, they can't. Like they would have to settle for like a jab if they're just too late, you know what I mean? And then the last hit is obviously has such heavy weaknesses that like, hold on. That like you can tap sidestep once. It also like crosses up. I mean, maybe sometimes it does. Maybe it depends on what side you step to. Do I sidestep early or late? Early. You sidestep early. Yeah. You get the point. I want all characters to have cool things in them. If there's not a reason for me to play the character, then I'm going to want them to have something interesting. Like I know, even though Dragunov is boring, right? Even though I don't enjoy his move list as far as like the way it looks. I can still say, hey, he has interesting properties on these moves, and his kit all around together is very like very strong. Like if you fight a Dragunov who knows what he's doing, you actually have to pay attention, right? And it's the same thing for like a Yoshimitsu. Same thing for like I guess you can say like anyone who knows what they're doing, you have to pay attention. So that's a bad example. But like, if you fight a strong king, it's an experience. Like fighting a strong king actually makes you think very, very hard about what you're about to do next. And I will say, like, it's sometimes unfun to fight king, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But if you fight a king who's just a little bit stronger than you or your level, it becomes a very fun interaction. It does. Fighting someone who's way stronger than you now, fighting someone way weaker now, but when they're your level, it's a very fun interaction. And I know that someone like King, who I may not play, has cool things about him. He has like giant swing, has his heat smash. Like there's things I can list off the top of my head about King that makes me go, I understand why people play him. I understand, why people think he's cool. It's that simple. And if I can't list anything about your character, or I can't like name one thing that I go, yeah, this is the reason why people would like want to main your character or main that character, then I think they're in trouble. For example, the only Raven main that I know is Immortal Soul. I'm gonna say that again. The only Raven main I know is Immortal Soul. In Tekken World Tour, Atif Bot, Urslan, Osan, really, I should say, some other people who, whatever, right? They were all playing Dragunov. There was Edge the Horong, Kisuke as the only Kazuya, right? There was like one Yoshimitsu, two Junes, a bunch of gens. And I'm bringing this up to say that like all those characters that I just named, if you think, oh, why would someone want to play them? You would go, for these reasons, they have these tools, they have this aesthetic, these are pretty interesting views, right? I even seen some Shaheens. There was like Kuma, there was Zafina, there was Claudio. These are all characters who you may go, I don't really like their aesthetic, or I don't like their playstyle with me and Dragunov. And you could essentially go, but I understand. I understand why you're playing Dragunov. Sneak Forward is a very good move, and I bet he has tons of other things, but you're never going to tell me about him. Claudio has Raw Running 2, back 1, his like DP, right? He has tons of cool things. I'm thinking about playing Claudio later. He has extremely high damage, right? There was even like a Xiaoyu in pools. So like, those characters I just listed, those are all characters where it's just like, yeah, there's interesting stuff about them, right? There was a fucking Leo versus Yoshimitsu match. Why are you playing Leo? And like, this is such a random rant to go on, but like, Leo, Leroy, who else is fucking generic enough? Azucena, Asuka. I would say, I'm gonna say like June, just to push the line. Like I'm gonna say June. If you play those characters, what aesthetically, moveless wise, convinces you to play them? Like what makes you go, yeah, this is my main? Because everybody knows Yoshi is the most unique character in the game. He expresses the most freedom, and each player to player watching their gameplay is different. Like, player expression is Yoshi. And since he isn't there for a very specific like play style of I'm here to keep out or I'm here to like push, it's mainly him countering what you do. it really does give freedom to the player to decide how to play. On top of that, his aesthetic, right? And I'm bringing all of this up. All this up, even the characters of like, oh, why the fuck do you play them? Is I understand that this move is designed to be flashy. You literally appear from the sky with like glitch effects, like you're Eugene from the second Son, right? You have this backdash that's like a glitchy, like it's just all very cool, right? Sure, the way he talks is pretty bland. Sure, his personality doesn't seem to like have much to it, but his moveset and his animations have so much like coolness to them, right? Like for example, is it this one? Like this move being kind of hit. It looks cool. Hello. So someone would go, oh yeah, it's broken because, you know, they only watch fucking YouTube and they don't have a brain of their own. Right? Or they're the YouTuber who, like, is going to say the thing that that person regurgitates. But it's a very good move that someone could immediately appreciate for being strong and would make them want to play the character. It isn't like a situation where they go, in this situation, it could be strong. It's like, objectively, this is a strong move. And the more strong moves the character has, or hell, even if they have just one strong move, it makes someone think about playing them. It makes someone go, I'm interested in that. For example, with Asuka, she has that whole while rising 1+2, which is a slide while still being crouched into your face, and you can cancel it into a crouch, which you can do a grab, right? There's so much utility in just that alone, right? That it legitimately makes me want to like play the character just to pull off that move, because I know people don't often use it, right? Every Asuka I've seen doesn't do it. They don't think about it. So my point is that like Victor was one of the first characters that I wanted to play when I got here, and I had to like, one, find a customization that I thought was decent, two, go through the process of like playing the character, and I just didn't like it when I first did it. And every time I seen like a Victor, they just spam stance. But moves like this makes me understand why they were spamming it. Do I think it needs to be this way? Like, everything about this move makes everyone like confusing. But back to the very beginning of the conversation, it's minus 18 at the second move. Meaning, first of all, if you do this, you're back in a stance, and if you're just gonna stop there consistently, you're only +1. They can launch you, bro. If you just do this over and over, maybe because you're out of distance of a jab, like, there's definitely things someone could do to stop you here. They could sidestep, they could power crush, right? So you're not gonna stop there consistently. You're gonna do this, but that's launch punishable. I don't think that needs to be so. Like, why have such a cool different move on a character that you want me to be invested in just for me not to be able to like use the move? And like, think about that. That's essentially what it's saying. It says you can't really use this move or you're gonna die. You have to be willing to die just to see the cool moves. And here's the thing. You be like, oh, isn't the same for Yoshi? First of all, if you go for a fucking helicopter, like, unblockable with Yoshi, you're throwing the game. You're throwing the game. That move doesn't look that fucking cool, okay? It's entertaining, but it doesn't even look that cool. You're throwing the fucking game. I want you to know it. In fact, if you're playing Yoshi, you already know you're throwing the game. It's just in your blood. You're already thinking of crazy things to do, right? But for a character like Victor, right, well, this move is tied to a 13 frame button, so it's supposed to be used for a frame trap off of advantage. It's flashy as fuck. I'm so heavily penalized if I get anything wrong here. Anything at all. And I'm just asking the question of why. And I know he was strong in the beginning, and I know people thought he was annoying in the beginning, but like, is this really? Because here's the deal. The reason I'm going on this, and it's not like, oh, maybe like other moves aren't gonna be as punishable, is because I know for a fact other moves are gonna be as punishable. There's so many moves where if you block them, Victor dies. This Fall Rising move is launch punishable. And I like characters with very unique animations, right? I like to be able to distinguish which moves I'm doing instantly. Not because I'm gonna have a hard time. I'm the one who input the buttons. I just like seeing them. This looks cool. The downside is everybody and their mama can punish you for this. Everyone. Because it's such a unique animation plus noise that it isn't like Steve where it's like, oh, is he doing this? Oh wait, time's over. Like I can't punish it. Everyone who's labbed and has the experience will go, yep, I can launch that. And like it's much more than just having the labbing, right? We can go through this, go, yeah, we labbed, we did our job, and then run to a Victor who does this and we don't punish it. This is minus, what, 15 or 16? This should be punished every time. If not, at like 80% of the time. The second you realize that he goes for this, you should be looking out for it. We have EI 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. It's actually this move. It's 1, so 13 frame minus 12, 51. It's plus 3 though. Never mind. I understand why. I understand why he's so negative. Fuck you mean you get a plus 3 from that? And guys, this is the same character that gets a plus 6 on block for fucking nothing. I immediately take back my previous statement. But Paul gets like plus 5 and plus 7s all the time. Even plus 10s at the wall. Yeah, that's at the fucking wall. That's at the wall. How fast is 25? So it's pretty slow. And this move here, not that one. Like EI 1 is plus 3. I wonder if you actually have advantage when you do that. No, seriously, I wonder if you actually do have advantage. Like, are you plus 3? If that's the case, then you should beat any you should beat any 14 frame, no, 11 frame move. If you do 13 frames. If you do a 13 frame move because you're plus 3, you should beat any 11 frame move. I just don't know any 11 frame moves. I guess we can test it out here. Because if I do the move, and I do a 12 frame move like press 2, he does a 15 frame launcher, or like down forward 2, they should trade if I'm plus 3. Yeah. 3 moves, 3 hits most likely per 2. Here we go. So he definitely goes for the punish. I beat him though? How? How do I beat him to the punish? I don't get it. Fine, I'll make him do the job, and then I'll try to launch. barely trade. So you are plus there. I just had to make sure because there's the whole like glitch animation as he comes in, and I've always wondered, are you truly that amount of frames plus, or is that just to cover you? And it's always right on my brain since I did the Kuma lab, and it was like, yeah, plus 22 for being in hunting stance and doing like hunting stance 1, and I just couldn't fit other moves into, you know what I mean, like, you'll get plus frames, but it feels like the plus frames were just there to cover you just in case, and I wasn't sure what the just in case was for. So, let me just write down this move really quick. EI 1, 1 plus 2, I 13, means negative 12 on block the first hits, and then plus 3 for the second hit on block. And then on hits, obviously on hit, this move knocks down. Oh, I reset my remember stand. Okay, let me go to the wall and do that. I forgot that I swapped characters, so I was wondering why. So, remember, status, yep. Wall splats. What? Why am I? So hold on. Let me do two things. One, opponent frame information show advantage, and two. Why does it say he's plus 5 when he's hit with that? Or is that only because at the wall splat? Oh yeah, that's the thing I'm into. Reset. Yeah, it's only because of the wall splat, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure you'd still get a combo. So, let me try. Yeah, still get to do whatever hit you want. Alright, so wall splats. Let's test out and see which way this is sidesteppable. I don't know why I'm so bad with this. Simple controls. Alright, so you can sidewalk left to right. Is there anything else of importance? Because I'm trying to think. Is there literally anything else about this move? Nothing important. We have EI2, which is this move. So, EI 1 plus 2 looks like this, right? EI2 looks like this. They're facing two different ways when they do the sword strike, right? But EI 1 looks like that. So if we do those strikes look so fucking similar, bro. And like I know they have different frame data. I know that they're different moves, but this is partially the reason that people feel that Victor is so spammy, is because of the fact that they look so similar, right? And it's hard to tell the impact of a move when it looks just like the last move but at a different angle. And when it comes at you at 20 frames per sec, 20 frames per second, it it almost feels. I'm gonna put this. It almost feels irrelevant. Like it feels like you see the animation, but by the time you make the decision or understand what's going on with it, by the time you understand like what that move is, if you aren't immediately ready to punish it, your punishment is over, and you just go, well, I'm just gonna keep blocking now, or I'm just gonna throw out a basic punch or a jab or something, which is okay for the beginning, but you won't survive against the Victor if you don't learn how to like counteract that. So, it needs to record. Now, something tells me by the way it sweeps kind of vertically and horizontally, this kind of tracks. But since it's out of the EI stance, it has basically no tracking except to the right side. You have to step back. Hold on. Alright, let me write down EI 2. 16 frames. Alright, 16 frames minus, I want to say 6 or 8 on block. Minus 7. Let's try it at the wall. Is a wall squat. So knockdown 2. You sidewalk left. And it's an extender. Write that down. So we have a power crush out of the stance and EI stance 3. 17 frames. Okay, so it just tracks that side. Got it. So it tracks to the right side. It's a power crush at. Bro, I'm so bad with these numbers. I think it said 18 frames, right? 17. So 17 frame power crush. There's a decent damage. I don't think you can. I don't think you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Combo with it. I think it's just a knockdown. Like, I don't think they gave it as, like, a tornado. So, no. It wall splats, though, at the very least. So, EI, 3, mid, wait, was it mid? Yeah, okay. At 17 frames, it's, knockdown, wall splats, armored. What's important is to find out minus 14. And you can sidestep left or sidewalk left. So far we've had 2 moves that you can sidewalk left, and everything else was basically no tracking. We had EI stance 4-2. 18 frame starter, which gives you +3 by itself, which is actually kind of nice since it's a low. But what I want to know is P-charge and counter hits, it gives you +8. Counter hit plus something else. Obviously, you would have to get like more experience to learn what you actually can do with it, but something tells me that you can be very creative with it. What is this? So this is size 4, 2, to mid, 18 frame starter, or I think it's 16 actually. No, 18, and it's +3 on block. And +2 on hits. On counter hits, it's +8. Actually, I should write that somewhere else. I'll write that beneath it. Yeah, I just have to get that down. Okay, that's what I thought. It's actually a low into a high. So what that means is it's low. You can't duck it for some reason. Why can't I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. So let's do offense, stand block, we'll have a black ball. So it's -13 on block, +3 on hits, and then the second hit is -5. Gotta leave a note that the low on counter is +8. Leave another note that even when hit by the low, you can block the high. But not duck. I'll say you can block the high, although you are jailed. And something tells me this is not steppable. Like, let's see. Okay. Never mind. You can go left or right. We have EI 20 frames is a high. It looks like it's flat speed heavily too. I want to say. So, see. You can sidestep it left or right. So I-20, it's high. It's +3 on block. And first let's do test. Wall splat, of course. I don't get the purpose of this move. I mean, I guess it gives you plus frames, but isn't there another move that gives you plus frames on block here? Yeah. Which is EI 1 +2. EI 1 +2 looks exactly the same and also gives you plus frames on block. So, right. See? So it's the same move. I guess maybe it's to confirm. Like you can just press here. They go, oh, I can punish that. Finish your string. While the other one is like, I really want to go into plus frames. And what I haven't been mentioning about these moves specifically is they go far. So from right here, I can even back up. It's gonna reach, and now I'm on top of him. Victor has some of like the most aggressive, like I'm in your face now, like type of like movement. He doesn't have the frames to just stay in your face because a lot of his moves are like blatantly negative. Like EI1 -12 puts you back in a stance. You're gonna get launched if you do this, right? But you gotta remember there's even like this, there's moves like that. You can preemptively start attacking and then just finish your string and it might connect. And if it's a safe on block ender, so be it. You know what I mean? Like you can comfortably from back here close the gap consistently. Like all it takes is back, let me cancel. You can walk halfway, yes. You can perfumer halfway, right? You can even dash in lower to duck any highs that might come your way. You could get to here, going to EI, and then now you're able to threaten them with so many things. You're able to threaten them with what was? Let's just go down the list of the things I have so far. 1-1 free twos. We have 1-1 down, right? It doesn't. Obviously, it would have reached them, but if they think, oh, just keep blocking because they know it's gonna reach me, well, you can do whatever you want. Right? You can hit them with 1-2. If they try to interrupt, they get hit, then they're gonna get spiked to the ground. Right? There's obviously 1+2. There's 1+2 is what I meant to say. Right? We haven't covered 1-2. Alright. You gotta remember, the 1+2 ender just makes me +3. So I really can from here threaten pressure on you. There's literally nothing you can do. You can start sidestepping when you see me pull out my sword. And in fact, I shouldn't say there's literally nothing. Sidestepping is a good like periodically sidestepping. Because you can sidestep, stop, sidestep, stop, sidestep, stop. Right? Vary your timing. And if I were to do the move and it misses, then you know you got me. And another thing about that is like if from a distance you see me using this or just this, either way, you know you can duck at the end and just punish. Right? You get the point. We got EI down 2. 14 frame low. It's -3 on hits. And I think on block you're launch punishable. Charge version. Oh, I did the wrong move. So down to low, special mid. I'm just gonna put mid. No, gotta put special mid because that's important. It being a special mid is important because that means even when the person is ducking, they can block it. So if I were to use this to try to see like if someone's like ducking or not, it wouldn't work. And then we'll go back. It's 0 on hits. I can't step to the right. I have to time it correctly if I want to. But it's just crazy to step to the right. Yeah, so make this easy in our style. We're just gonna play side, walk, left. And then I'll leave a little star that says sidewalk, right? I'll put out of 5, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I'll put 4 out of 5 because it does seem pretty easy. But you have to side stop early. So fuck, I'll leave it as 3. And the future me cares enough, and future me will find out. So on block, what is this like? You're +4. Well, ain't that about a bitch? I'm trying to think. Because obviously you can back the stance. And it gives you a very easy access into a frame trap. Press this on someone. And guess what? You're in a frame trap now. Frame trap. Frame trap. Frame trap. Frame trap. You know what I mean? And I wonder, like, truly... Because there is that move I was doing before, which I think is like... Not that. This move, that's 14 frames. We'll get to it in a moment. But you're +4, and you can immediately check. Really, that's kind of fucking crazy now that I think about it. Fuck Victor. Fuck Victor, bro. I went from being like, yeah, Victor's kind of cool with his moves. Look at this. This is kind of crazy. Into like, why? Why does he have a special mid? And like, special mid, like, they hit your guard no matter what. If you're blocking, it doesn't hit you. So it's like, so what? I'm not going to get hit by it if I'm blocking. Yeah, true. But since it gives you plus frames, he's +4. And the only way to do this is to sidestep it. It's just dangerous in and of itself. So you have to sidestep the move. But if you block, if it like touches you, you're blocking. Jailed right in front of him, and he's at +4 back in the stand, or he has access to now what feels like a 10 frame low. Never mind, the first part of that is 20, but like everything is becoming 4 frames faster. So let's see. So that's essentially a frame trap. So now you can tap into that. You can't respond. If you don't press anything, he's +3 and back into standing. So he didn't really lose anything. In fact, being +3 back into standing means he could do something like right. Hold on. Alright. He can flowchart that, and if you disrespect at any point, you die. And obviously this is minus 14, so it's a big risk to do this, but you get the point. If someone is playing impatiently, they're probably going to get touched at some point. And this is all on block. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't made any wrong decisions. You haven't chose wrong, right? But simply enough, just by him pressing buttons and going through the flowchart, he has hit you with 3 separate situations where you go, surely he's done. And if you interrupt, you die. Well, that's not true. You get knocked down. So if you turn on punishment after 2 moves. See? Trades. That's a 12 frame move, so I wasn't fast enough. Alright. Actually, wrong button. It's so hard to know exactly. trying to figure out how to. Because if I time this correctly. Wait, why does it trade there? The beats in there. Fuck, this is actually hard. Maybe it's before the sword is fully put away. It's doing a 12 frame move. So I'm like, bruh. What I'm trying to show is if I do this 13 frame move with the +4 advantage I get, I can go into 1+2. The problem with that is the frame advantage, like not the frame advantage, the timing I need in order to go from putting the sword away into 1+2 is so tight, and I can't spam the button either. So there we go. That's what it would look like if you pressed the first time. If you pressed after the third time. I guess that counts as multiple hits, right? Hold on. Yeah, it does. Let's just do 5. Make it easier on myself. Alright. Into more advantage, into press. But like, all those moves are so negative that the free advantage he gives himself at any point in time can be counteracted is if you go into an unsafe move that was just too unsafe and you die for it. And even there, like, let me see. And I get the combo for that, which is nice. So yeah, it's kind of fucking stupid. And you could be like, oh, I'm just not gonna press and wait for him to do something risky. The thing is, the victor doesn't have to do something risky. You never really have to do anything risky, quote unquote. Unless you get into like higher levels, because at lower levels here, we just turn off punishment. What you can do is, let's say we're going the same route. Alright, you're +3. Instead of going for down forward 2, grab. Right. You can always just hit a low kick with your advantage, because your +3, you can go for those fast lows. Right. You can't throw out jabs. And if you go, nah, it's not it, back up. Because you do have this cool ass like flicker. Like you can't really just hit. And now that you're back in the neutral area, you can always challenge. Are you pressing? No? Okay. Pressing? No? Okay. Right. And of course you have to do different options. You can't always just do that because they can sidestep you. But like you get the point. At many points you can just always just go, you know what? I don't think I'd like to engage right now. I just want to play neutral. Am I going to do a sword? Right? Or am I going to do a very far range low? Right? Or hell, I'm going to hit this low. So like you can play the very pokey, keep out game, but then you really just go in. During the same move, you gotta turn to offense so you know it's gonna get good. You're +8. Okay. Alright, bro. I don't really have words. In Heat, you just don't challenge. In Heat, you just don't challenge. You gotta remember, this move hits from over here, right? Close the distance. You can, right? And if they're scared, because they don't know what to press, you do this in their face, right? And if you're in right, you're just in their face, and now you're +8. So that means that move I just did effectively feels like a 12 frame move. It would have to have a 12 frame or 11 frame move to stop me from doing it. Something 12 or 11 frames like as fast or faster. And that's what I mean by like, that's what happens whenever frame advantage goes on. It's not like it's literally making your move faster, it's making it feel faster. Because the person wants to disrespect, but there's a period where their buttons aren't being inputted, and by the time the action comes out, it's already too late. Like, people get hit with this all the time, because it crushes everything. Okay, this is crazy. So this is the move I was looking for, right? This is the low. Let me turn on stand block. This is the low, right? Partially restores remaining heat time. So hitting this low, which does 22 damage, right? Sure, you lose advantage, but it has mad reach. So you can use this to threaten a 50-50 edge. Am I doing a low? Or am I doing, like, well, I shouldn't say that one, but a mid, or am I going to do a low into the high sword sweep, that even if you do manage to block on plus that, I can make you up, blah, blah, blah. Right, and then separate distance, plus frames, still in stance, but you can go this, alright, this. So it's just so many plus frames for this stance alone. The stomp gives you +3, right? +3 is something that gives you, hold on, it's +3. You can pop heat in someone's face. Bullshit. Alright, back up. Come back in. Make him scared. So if you have heat, just do this. And don't forget that it literally said that down 1+2. So I'm gonna show the hub. Display hub. The heat bar is on here, right? You get that much back for landing this one. Which I think is one, having this be a low that gives back heat creates up such a disgusting mental effect. Because if you're a good player, you're gonna go, okay, if he hits this low, his heat's extended, meaning he gets to do more bullshit. And it's not enough to make it like seriously a problem. Like, you can just wait it out, right? But it is scary to know that, like, if you don't stop to duck even though the low, even if itself doesn't really do that much to you, even though the damage, actually, fuck, there is a lot of damage. So yeah, it's a low you want to block and block. That also gives him like heat damage, so he can continue like having higher damage on top of the ability just to go. Are you just to go? I'm +8 now, and does tons of chip damage. Oh, bro, that's kind of beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful if you're playing him. If you're not, it's the worst. Let's see. Question is, what is it like on block? Hype the hub. Do you block on? It's -25. Alright. Trying to think what else is there. Regions. Can we sidestep this low? Oh, I gotta put down like high damage too. Let's see. Back to that side. Back to that side. Can't parry it because it's a weapon. So it is a weapon strike. You can't parry it. You just have to like jump. Yeah, that's truly unfortunate. Can't side step. So we have the ability to crouch in this stance. Nothing too important. I mean, there's definitely a use for it. Like your +3. Like let's say you wanted to do something. I don't fucking know what you would do. Like, I'm really trying to think of something. Give me a moment. Like for example, let's say you're +3 here, right? Because you are, and you don't want to go for like some basic option. You know, if you try to go for a low, it's 20 frames. You're still gonna get beaten by like a jab or something. Because it has a little bit of evasion, but you still don't want to go for it against, you know, a 13 frame move. You think your opponent's gonna mash, but then you just use your auto move. But that doesn't give you a combo. It only gives you 41 damage, and you're not at the wall. So in this situation, you're thinking ahead, and you think for this exact situation where you hit +3. You don't know where you're gonna go into. You could frame trap, but nothing gives you a combo here. So you can duck for like a split second, come back up and do a move. But at the same time, no, that wouldn't be it. It would have to be a situation like, is he on defense? It would have to be a situation like this, when you transition and you're like turned around. So you would duck, so like any fast jabs would you would duck them, so they would just go into your move. Because the other one doesn't make any sense. Can you grab from this one? No. EI down goes in the crouch. I was trying to think of a situation where you could use it, but like it's not like a regular crouch where you have raw rising moves. So it just simply have to be like raw, go into the stance, duck down. It says completely evade low attacks if you do this. What does that mean? No, seriously, like I don't know what it means by evade. Oh. It auto low parries. Why did they say evade? It's a low parry. Back just backs up. Oh, that's actually cool. So EI backdash, I'll say, and then EI up goes to standing through teleportation. And this is the shit that I find cool about the character, to have a situation like this where you can choose whether or not to go into the stance, even from automatic transitions, right? And then even from the stance, have ways of exiting it from a unique way. And like this is akin to like White Hole or Dark Hole with Raven. Because when he's in Soul Zone, he can choose to teleport in, either in crouch, standing. He can come in from back turn, right? And what's even cool about this move is when you back up, now you're in the neutral. It's another way from this stance to just immediately challenge someone. That's the entire stance. I guess I can cover the raw rising move since I'm here. And what I've started to realize is what's really important to characters are like their stances and their moves that transition them into stance to give pressure. And then like good safe on block moves that on hit give you decent advantage, or like launch or counter hit launchers. And you want to find those first. Everything else is like mainly just filler. Alright, Raw Rising 1. frame launcher. What is it on block? I think you die if this gets blocked, right? This is minus 16. Yeah. It's hilarious. I'm not even gonna test and see if these are sidesteppable. Because the reason I'm not gonna do that is because since they're such a fast like moveset, right? What's gonna happen is you're gonna start sidestepping, and they're not gonna press a button, and then they're gonna press the button, and since you're just sidewalking now, it's just gonna realign and track you automatically. Because you want to activate the sidestep or do the sidestep at the start of their animation. That way they can't, like, their character doesn't just auto-track you. So see how he's turning automatically? Their character will do that in-game unless they give them a command that ignores or tells them not to. Alright? 14 frame. So, alright, 2, mid, 14 frame, -8. What does it do on hit? Okay. On counter hit. Counter hit launcher. What's the advantage on hit? +6. So he has a 14 frame counter hit launcher. Or rather, 1, 2. Oh, actually 3-2. High to mid. I-15. What is it on block? -14. Into a safe -9. Let's go, boys. Let me think. There's a question here that I'm not asking. That's on block. It's an extender. On hit, it automatically launches. No, it doesn't. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Probably when I'm sleeping. Rising 4. Standard. I don't even gotta say nothing about this. Rising 1+2. $13 frame move. Okay, even on counter hit, there's nothing. So rising 1+2 mids. What was that? I-13? Yeah. And then on block. -8. On hits, though, it's probably gonna be like, I wasn't paying attention to the number. I'm gonna say it's gonna be +6. +8. Okay, that was close enough. Okay, research, outside, job. distance. While crouching, 1+2. A low and a high. No counter hit value. 60 frame starter. Let's do buckle. So it doesn't jail. Let's see what that looks like from our perspective when we're doing it. Not much damage at all. Alright. So we got full crouch, 1+2. Giving us a mid-high, no, low-high. Low-high. 16 frame. And then on block it's like -23 or some shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's +0 on hits. Let's see. So that's all of that. I guess we just gotta go through the list and find all the good stuff. When I go through this, I'm just gonna look for like some core ones, like 3 strings. Cause this is really just the bucket list of, not bucket list. This is like the checklist when you want to go play as fast as possible, or when you just don't want to lab as much. You gotta find. I'm gonna write these down actually. 3 to 4 strings. All right. You're gonna want to find safe on block moves that you can just start on the neutral. You want to find your stance transitioners. And what else? Because you want to be able to throw out punches safely. You want to have strings. The safe on block and the strings can be the same moves, right? You just want to be able to throw out hits without being too concerned. Oh, and you also want to know about your pokes. So you can have pokes that are unsafe. You can have pokes that aren't strings, but you need to know pokes. You need to have something that you can just go, okay, it's time to whittle you down, and then randomly you just throw out some strings or two. Right? I guess we'll just go through the list and not care too much. So we have 1, 1, 2. If that's -12, there has to be a reason. So stand. This is 20 damage. Is this true? Is the question. Yeah, it's all true. So I'm gonna write this down. We have 1, 1, 2, which is true. It's gonna be plus. It's gonna be +1, right, on block. Like -3, and then it's -12. What if the last hit is a huge counter hit? Nothing. This is clearly high. We have 1, 2. Let's make him stand block so I can see what it's like on block. It's gonna be -3 guaranteed. Yep. We have 1. Oh yeah. You need like neutral extenders for combos. I guess you can put like 1 or 2 combos. Me, I'm gonna write down the extenders. So having a simple extender I can use is nice. So I'm gonna put this down as a string. 1, 2, 1. And let's see if this is true or not. Nope, it's not. It's definitely -12 at the end. Yep, same setup as normal, +1, -3. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely going to lose. We have a jab into a low. And I bet that low doesn't do much damage. No. It's not much damage at all, but it's a poke. So we got 1, 3, which is high to low. And it's gonna be +1. What is this on? -12. Okay. Write down that it's true. We have 2, 1, 2 highs. 12 frank starter. You can use it to transform into a perfumer. Two, 1, high, 12. -6 on block. And then on hits, +5. If I transition, it's +7. Two. So let's see if this is true. Alright, wait for them to reset. Yeah, it is. Okay. So 2, on, block, / hits. It's obviously I-12, and this is gonna be our punish. That's something I forgot on the list. You're gonna want to get your punishes. Oh, how did I forget that? So like in my brain, punishes are just like something you just automatically learn. Like you just go through the list, go, all right, I use this for this punish, or this for this punish. It's the same way that like I'm doing it now, but I forgot to mention it because it's just so like obvious to me. But you want to figure out your punishes. So for example, there's obviously combos that you would learn for doing big damage. But what happens when I don't know you block that move? You need to know that you can do a Rising 4. Or what happens when you block that move? Well, you can't do shit about that one. Like, there's moves like that, because that don't block. Is my... Nope, that's safe. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. Carry on, citizen. Carry on. But you get the point that I'm trying to make. So, I-12. Fuck, what else is there? Something I'm missing. They're not going to interrupt. That's minus 12. But if you shoot the gun into stance, they're just going to jab you. What happens if they jab you? Punish. Nope. We need to extend it. Nope. We need to extend it. Nope. We need to extend it. So it just snaps you out of it. Okay, you'll be fine. I'm just gonna put minus 4. It transitions you into EI. And then I have to write a fucking note down here about what it looks like when you actually use it properly, which is punish instead of just in a neutral. Because you can use like punish. You can just right, you can do that. What the fuck? It's minus 12 just for the 2 part? Like, I had no clue that this itself is just minus 12. This is just 2. I'm pressing 2 along. It's minus 12. This is that bullshit. This is that fucking bullshit. So, I'm going to have to write punish next to this I-12 punish. Because you're not using this shit as a neutral. Don't use it in a neutral at all. So, what happens when you don't have a block, blah blah. You're plus 4. Plus 4 into EI stance. Alright, we got 3 plus 2. That's not it. 3 plus 2. Safe. This is one of those safe strings. Like safe. We got 3. 12 string move actually. All this is high though. How much damage does it do? 32 damage? Alright, yeah, this is a good punish. So we're gonna use this as safe / punish, because you can have both. I-12. So 3, 1 plus 2. It's all 5. 5, 5. It's I-12. It's true. I'm going to put a note that is 32 damage. I forgot to put how negative it is. It's minus 8, minus 9. I don't think it particularly matters. Okay, plus 5 on hits. We got 4, 3, 2. This is not a true string. You can use this as a string just to be like 13 frames high kick, right? Use this as a punish. They'll start fighting back, and then eventually, after not finishing the string, you finish it. Same way you do with all strings. We got 4, 3, 2. It's a high, middle, out, what? 13, high 13. Alright, so it's -9, -10, -13 at the end. And then on counter hit, still not a true string. Okay, bro. Yeah, and then I'm guessing as a wall splat. Yep. Wall splats. It doesn't launch, but it is knockdown. We got 1 + 2, 15 frames, +2 on hit. On counter hit, it's a launcher. What is it on block? Oh yeah, this is definitely one of those like frame traps I want to write down. So 1 + 2, right, mid, I-15. Let's see. Yeah, it's I-15. On hit, it's +2. On block, it's -8. And on counter hit, it's a launcher. Yeah, I stand for I covered that. 4, 2, 1. -15. What? -11. -15. -11. I'm gonna write it down anyway, but I'm just gonna put so unsafe, not worth it. Actually, you can only tell something's worth it if you try. So let's try. And it guarantees wall blocks. Yep. So 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. So it's -11, -15, -11, -15. What's the too high? Am I doing this right? Yeah. Wall splats. And this is one of the strings we got. forward 4.
Je te tiens.
14 frame. Oh, it's a heat engager. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Heat engager. Totally forgot about that. You gotta know what your heat engagers are. You can use this as I-14 punish. Which is forward 4, 3. I-14. Mid. Let me see, bro. Cause what is this on block? Thank you for blocking. First part is -10, and then the second part is -4, so it's completely safe. -10, -4. Gotta write the second part. It's a heat engager, so don't need to worry about the advantage. Yeah, 4.2. So since it's mid-high, I'm gonna write down the counterpart to it, 4.42. The last move is 4.41. This is 4.42, which has transitioned into EI stance. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right here. Now we're cooking. Hold on, mid, I-14, -10. The second move, -12. Right. But let's say it hits. You're +5 at normal. And if you transition into EI, you're still +5. Okay. Disappointing, but hey, still good. So if you do forward 4, 2 down, transitions into EI stance. What is forward 1+2? And does this hit grounded? Is the question. So what we need to do is restart opponent status down face up. This does hit grounded. So that isn't a hidden gate. It knocks you away. Okay. I just had to make sure about an argument I was about to have with myself. So how many seconds? 25. So forward 1+2, mid I-25. Alright. What is it on block? It's -9. It's also a heat engager. Everybody knows what that means. Right. +5 mix up. We got down forward 1. And this is actually a move from earlier. It was. Let's get rid of this. Let's make him stand block. It was counter hits. I want to say EI, not EI. I want to say Perfumer 4. Yeah, the homing high. You're plus 13, but they're out of range, right? But if you do down forward 1 after you counter hit with the move, that's close enough that you can get the punish. In fact, I don't think there's any other mid fast enough. 13 frame mid, right? Actually, down forward 4 is fast enough. Doesn't have any counter hit property, but you are plus 5 when you do it. So, do recharge. Right. You get less damage. Alright, you get less damage. But you are actually no, you're plus 7 when you do the down forward 1-1. Maybe there's a down forward 4 combo that I don't know about. So I'm gonna actually we're on the next page already. I'm gonna write down forward 1-1. Alright, I-13. Is minus what? 9? Minus 4 on block. Alright. And I'll leave the note about counter hit perfume 4 equals plus 14 equals down forward 1-1 guaranteed, which equals like 41 damage. I'm actually going to look through now. Down forward 3, 16, down forward 4, on block. Oh! Okay, I found that. So, what you can do is the turn block off. Is on counter hit on EI, you do EI forward 4. You can go immediately into stance. So, I'm about to write that as an ounce of perfumer for counter hits. Down, forward, 4. Two. Down, forward, 2. Transitions into EI stance. And do we have a regular power crash? Back 1+2 is our power crash. I guess I should just go through the moves in order. This move down forward 3+4 I-14 to mid. What is it on block? This can be our I-14 punish if we're not trying to stance transition in the moment. Standing block? Nope. This is not being used. What is the purpose of this? Why is it minus 17? course it wall splats, but like, I guess it does 35 damage. Minus 17. Wall splats equals 35 damage. This is probably an ender for a combo, most likely. Down 1-1. Got 2-0 on the block. That looks like it forces crouch almost, but I doubt it. There's an easier way of showing this, honestly. Opponent, frame data, show details. Yeah. So, what is this? Down 1 is an 18 frame heat engager. I-18. It's 0 on block. Heat engager. We have manners. Just a standard locate, no need to memorize that. Actually, let's test and see if there's any counter properties. Nope. Okay. This is a frame trap. We got down 4. 16 frames, most likely. It's a low. I-16. Yep. Let's make him block. Minus 14. It's a counter hit knockdown. We have down 1 steel pedal. What is the frame? 19? And then okay. Minus 9. So I know I'm not doing a lot of talking, I'm just reading off stats. But I'm just trying to like go through the move list quickly and figure out what is and isn't important. Because obviously all of these have uses, but some of these are maybe like better than others, right? Like this move that allows you to go into Perfumer is very, very good. 14 frame startup. So it's a 14 frame punish into Perfumer. We have a 14 frame punish into EI stance. And I can't remember what the button was. I have it written down. Let me go back. Forward 4, 2. Alright. This allows you to go into EI. Is it only on hits? Let me make him stop blocking. Am I tweaking? What's going on? Oh, it's down. Yeah. It's 4-4. It's 4-4-2 down. Yeah, I was tweaking. That was on me. Write down steel pedal and then move on. We have down, back, 1-1. And then I'll put the forward transition in for Perfumer. Alright. So 14 frames, right? Both mid, right? Okay, that's good. Mid. That's important for rush down. So I-14, we can use this as a frame cap and a punish. I-14 on hits is +2. If you transition into stance, it's +4. On block, -7 if you give up your turn. Okay. So we have the Perfumer transition punish at 14 frames. We have the EI at 14 frames. We have a good poke here, so we need to start finding pokes. Because what is it, safe on block, right? Yes, it is. Let me actually put it back up so it's easier to see for... So, down, back, 3. I-19. -8. About okay. Lock down. Counter hit launcher. And since it's only 19 frames, we could use this as a frame trap, but it's a bit risky. Great reach. We got down back 4. And on 4 gives you a 4 combo. So it enters you into crouch, you're +4 on hits. It's just a good poke. Trying to think. So like 20. I think if you block it, like they die though. Yeah, -26. With +4 on the hits. Counter hit, launcher. We just need a couple more pokes and we should be good to go. 14 frame. How many 14 frame punishes does he need? I guess this has great reach. We can use this as a poke. We got what? Back 1, 2, forward. Bless me. Her funeral. I'm trying to think. What is the information I need? I've been doing this all day. I-14. Alright, we can use this as a frame trap. -8 on block. Question is on hits. Oh, it see. I see where I made the mistake. Back 1, hold forward, you're +5 to perfumer. So this is I-14 punishment side swaps. Alright. How much advantage you got? But if you back 1 forward, then it's into perfumer, which is I-14 and +5. So on block, it's -13. But on hits, -5%. So this is a good frame trap and poke. Well, I shouldn't say poke, because it's not really safe. Not safe at all. It's a good frame trap. We got back 2, which is a parry. I guess the best way I could show this would be and I'd counter his +14. It's a 12. So back to is high I-12 move, right? It's +14 on counter hits. I'm trying to think. We just discussed something. We have tons of 14 frame moves here. Like back 1 forward, we could do that. Standing we do it. We have back 1-3. Oh, let's turn off punish. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Have back 4. I'll put homing. I don't really care about it. I'm sure there's other cool stuff, but oh yeah, we'll write this down and then we're done. And then we're gonna go play some games actually with this extra time we got. I'm finna get washed. I'm finna get rinsed. Like, it's gonna be bad, bro. But this is truthfully the best way to learn a character. Like, look at their moves, get a list of, like, moves you think are cool, moves that you think are useful. Get some stance transitions, and then get to work.
Chevalier. Allons-y.
Let's see if I have any good Ravens outfits right now.
Raven. Commencing mission.
Yeah, ignore that skin. Ignore this skin. I don't know what I got going on, but
Get ready for the next battle.
it's definitely a problem because I can't think of any of the pokes that I just wrote down. That's why I have them written down. But you get the point. I just can't think of like. So we got. Oh, still gotta look at the paper though. We got 112, which is a punish, 10-frame punish.
Get ready for the next battle.
We got 121, not safe on block.
J'espère que tu n'es pas un de ces
Pour ma
incompétents
favorite.
à l'esprit limité.
Okay, that's me.
Round 1.
God.
Fight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get big clubs. We got tons of 14-frame punishes. Let me get the Pokemon. Yeah. I didn't think of any combos. Oh yeah, this is bad. I probably should have fought a bot or something.
Fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just don't know any pokes. I know the stuff from the stances. Let me just pick one. 1+2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Down back. I think it's something about flies, they keep grabbing, and I think this is point. Whoa, that's weird. That's so fucking funny. Oh shit, I don't need combo. Oh yeah. Perfumer one. Forward. Oh my god damn. That was so late. That was such a. That was so bad. That was so bad.
You lose.
We just gotta look at the notes. We have our 12-frame punish and 3 1+2. Where's some of our like stance transitions?
Je vais m'en charger.
Forward 4 2.
Round 1.
Those in the EI.
Fight.
Yeah, he's gonna be corny about it. I'm not gonna lie. Victor has so many fucking highs. Know where this goes.
Round 2. Fight.
Bro, if I was playing Goku, I'd be cooking this guy to death. So bad. It's not even like he's playing well, he's spamming the motion. I really just don't know the move and it's pissing me off now. This would have happened regardless if I spent that whole time to roll this. Keeps ducking, which is stupid. That's why. He knows I don't know.
Get ready for the next battle.
Ignore the frame traps. Ignore the unsafe string. String 42211. No, that sounds safe. And heat. Oh, a heat engager and forward 401. It's safe. I can just keep using it over and over.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's actually not safe because it's high at the end. So let's practice using that.
Round
Forward
1. Fight.
God, that is a fucking lot. I was in the middle of a string and you just...
Round 2. Fight.
The mental time punish him. Like this Kazi is not actually good.
Fight.
He just ducked to duck. Wasn't actually dashing. Huh? Hold on. Telling me this guy's just fucking really just ducking. It's hilarious. Like he's really dead ass just ducking the duck. Hold on, which one of my options from the streamer is the launcher? I'm trying to think which one of my options is a launcher.
Round 1. Fight.
Poke. See, this guy's mashing, bro. He's not breaking these. He's just mashing, bro. What's the... Because he just keeps ducking for no fucking reason. Where's the launcher? Should be somewhere. Oh, yeah. I'm really just learning the basics. So, right now I'm gonna be playing like absolute dog shit. You just said fuck that up for me. Doesn't do that much damage. Okay. I think that's unsafe on block actually, so it's a problem that I keep doing it. I could have ducked that. Fuck is this Kazuya fit?
Get ready for the next
No, seriously,
battle.
what the fuck is this? Like, what's with this Kazuya fit, bruh? Let's just go down the list of who denies that fast? Damn. P1. Hello. It is +4. And this is in the crouch. While Rising 1 is our launcher, right? Let me check the list. While Rising. Yeah. But no one's gonna press, because no one knows anything.
Get ready for the next battle.
Another Clive. P1. P2. Knockdown. Which one of these is safe on block? P2
Round
is
1.
so for P2. And spam that move.
Round 2. Fight.
been smashing buttons at this point.
Round 3. Fight.
I want you to know I have no clue what I'm doing. I just smashed the 2 button. Smash the 2 button, baby. He couldn't transition. That was like at least minus like what? Lost me. He's not doing that kind of sleep. Run away from me the whole time?
Final round.
Why?
Fight.
Go on, bro. Come on. Don't worry about it. Okay, this character is fucking free. Holy shit. I want you to know, all I did after down back 4 was press 2, and it gave me a combo. This is scrub at its best. This is... There's... How much damage does that do? And there it is.
Ready for the next battle.
Every time I win a match, guaranteed someone's just not gonna rematch. So P1 is a low, P22 is a safe mid. Right? I don't see a... Oh, it's safe mid, mid, high. Okay. But I can just use... Say if they start ducking, I can use P22, 1+2, which is unsafe, but it's mid, mid, mid. P3, Performer 3, mid heat engagement, safe on block. I need a better mid strength. That's what I need. There's down forward 1. That's not a good mid strength because most of it isn't even a mid. Performer 1+2 is a mid.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's +6 on block. Okay, so I need to. Where's my punishes?
Accepte ta défaite. Tu as perdu d'avance.
To punish. Yeah, no, I need perfumer punish.
Round 1. Fight.
12, 2, 1. They're both high. Sir, you realize that's minus 15, right? God damn. fair. I love the cloth again.
Round 2.
I think this guy's like master. He didn't finish it.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, I did a round running 2. That's what I did. It's not ducking. I think I was fucking one.
Round 4. Fight.
I really attacked. He was +2. That's crazy. He really just ducked.
You lose.
Wait for me, Joshua. Jill. I'll find my way home.
Yeah, he's definitely getting nerfed, and I'm glad he's gonna get nerfed, because fuck this guy.
On this, my...
Round 1. Fight.
I just thought about how fucked it is that, like, his, like, main ability, he can threaten at max range. Like that move, right? How did that not do enough damage?
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Fuck all that. What the? Whoa.
Round 3. Fight. Fight.
This guy's a shit. I'm just saying. The second I figure out what I'm doing, like, what is he doing? I think I dropped.
Final round. Fight.
No. Oh yeah, he burst.
You
I just don't know enough poking tools. The amount I know right now is 0. Where are my poking tools at? I know I wrote them down.
get ready for the
Poking,
next battle.
poking. Down, forward 3. Down, back 3. I mean, down, back 3 and down, back 4. I-18 knockdown, counter hit, great reach. Oh yeah, this is down, back 3. Yeah. I need more like punching strings, like things that can like physically contact their body to get in close.
Get ready
I
for
still
the next
haven't
battle.
started using the strings I needed to. Prefermer. No,
Accepte
down
ta
forward
défaite.
1-1.
Tu as perdu d'avance.
Maybe that goes to
Round
performer.
1.
2-1.
Fight.
And of course I'm fighting back. People at this rank just duck to
Round
duck.
2. Fight.
They even safe up by the name. I don't think they're safe.
Round 3. Fight.
You just really like to press. Body part is but Fighting Victor is also on fire. I'm not gonna lie. What was that? Like, what is this? I'm sorry. that missed? Got like the pressure on that one. Oh, he's trying to fight me? Weirdo. I honestly think fuzzing's weird at low levels. And I know it sounds weird to say that, but like, listen. You're telling me you just started to learn the game. This guy's around my level as far as rank. So he's just started to learn the game. And his solution to like whether or not, hey, is this person gonna go high? Is this person gonna go low? He says, fuck all that. I'm just gonna spam up and down and hope the game catches it for me. That shit's corny. Like, he's trying to cheese the system in order to like, cause you can be like, oh yeah, options for like that's a legitimate thing. Yeah, true. Like doing this over and I can't even. How the fuck does he crouch that fast? Hatchet kick. I'm gonna block low next time. I don't care. He's hard. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's not launch punishable. I finally blocked the low, but it wasn't launch punishable.
Fight.
I'm dead. I'm actually dead here. Even at low levels, Brian's still with us. I'm dead here. Like, oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm too fucking close. That's a problem. I guess I need to start doing the back dash. Yeah, LeBlanc. Oh, he likes to plug this. He just keeps getting pressing buttons.
Fight.
Oh! Heat smash broke my armor. Okay, it's over. Can't tell me Victor pick skill. I know 3 moves, and I'm winning.
le combat. Au fait, puis-je t'envoyer la facture du nettoyage?
I know 3 moves and I won that, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna keep playing off stream because that's not what I'm streaming for. This is like a record of how to counterplay and shit. I could start up the stream again of me playing, but I'm gonna go get some food. I'll talk to you guys later.